morning, everyone. Welcome to day 9. Wow. We're just gonna say that every time because the month is flying by already. So today, first of all, I've not had a sip of coffee and I've been up for like an hour, 2 hours now. What am I doing? So I'm gonna pour some coffee. And then I have a lot of work to get done before the weekend, but I also have some errands to run. We'll see if I get around to them today. I wanted to possibly cook a thing or two for our get together tomorrow, things that I can kind of pre-make. I say that I might end up doing that tonight when the kids are asleep. We'll see, but it'd be nice to check another thing or two off that list. So the high is like 56. So it's going to be another day where it's kind of mild for December for us. So hopefully we can get the rest of our little Christmassy lights that we need to replaced today while it's still nice, which would be good. That way we can enjoy them the rest of the season. Because at a certain point you get too far into the Christmas season and you're like, I don't really even want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? I'll just wait till next year. So today's mug is one that my sister actually got me a set of these back when, I want to say it was when we were first married, and she was like, I saw it at the store and just thought you guys might like it. You probably don't have many coffee mugs yet for Christmas. And I was so touched by that, and it was so sweet, and they were so darn cute. So I will have this forever for sure, but isn't it really cute? So thank you, sis, if you're watching. I still have it and still love it. Oh, that first sip. So for breakfast today, I'm just trying to do something quick. I just had a banana, and then I might have a boiled egg. And this, I was in a pinch. We were at the store and they didn't have my favorite kind. So I'm going to try this. Maple and brown sugar, first of all, is such a good flavor to me, just in general for oatmeal. And yeah, I'm excited to give it a try. They had high protein, high fiber. I remember we've tried one of the high protein ones. I don't know if it was this brand or the Kodiak brand, but I remember the protein one. You can almost taste the protein powderiness in it. And I didn't like that. So I figured we'd try the high fiber just to try something different. Not bad. I don't think it's my favorite I've ever had, but it was pretty good. I put too much water in it. I'm like, dang it. So I think next time I'll just be a little more careful and I'll probably like it a little bit more, but the taste was really good. Now I would much rather have oatmeal that I make over the stove, but we do not always have time for that, do we? The other thing I want to mention, a lot of people are talking about the tree the other day. Look, it looks like it's going out or it's slowly lighting up. That tree is just steady lit. So we realized, Tyler can explain it better than me, but with the way certain cameras are, I don't know if it's the resolution or the frame rate, maybe it's the frame rate, and the LED bulbs, they just do weird stuff on camera, on screen. So to me, like I said, that tree is just steady lit, but it looks like it's out on screen and that it's not doing that. Isn't that the craziest thing? Now, the other day we did have it going between white and color. So it was toggling and it'll do flashing things. But right now I have it on steady on and it is wild to watch what it's doing on screen, what you guys are seeing. Just a fun little fact of the day. So I made that oatmeal. I didn't end up eating a boiled egg, which is good because I completely forgot Tyler was getting Smoothie King. If you don't have, this was, I discovered it it was months ago, my upside down day. I did where I just tried places I've never tried. I did things I've never done all in one day. It was really fun. I want to do it again in the new year. But this was a discovery of that because I'd always wanted to try it, but I don't know. It's so good. I know not everyone has one, but a lot of people do. This was what did he get me? The Activator Recovery Pineapple Spinach. And then I usually add extra spinach to it. There's another one I get a lot too. The one I got last time was a Keto Champ. And I think it was chocolate, and it was not good. That was one of the first ones I've had from them that I was I do not like this. There are other flavors though, if you're doing keto, there are other flavors maybe worth trying, but whatever one I got, I did not like. Maybe it was a berry one. My phone saga continues, but I think I have solved my problem. So I forgot that we had been paying for this device protection each month with Verizon, which is who we use for our phones. And so I went through to file a claim because Disney had said it's with USPS. If it hasn't been shipped yet, it's the holidays, it could have been lost. There's a lot of things that could have happened. But basically Disney was saying it's out of our hands now. Cool. So I'm you know what? If I go into Verizon, which is what I was going to do here in a few, my options are I can pay off the rest of my device, which is a lot, and then get a new one. And that would be very expensive. And I didn't need a new phone. Like, I loved my phone. It was in great condition. Then I realized we have this device protection program with Verizon, like I said. And so I have to pay a deductible of $229. So it's still pricey. But this new phone, my replacement, because we've been paying for this like basically insurance policy each month, will be here by 5 p.m. today. And this is good timing because I'm like, okay, even my dad was like, Jessica, you need to make a priority, like getting your phone, like go into Verizon or figure it out. But because it's part of my job, I haven't been able to post on my Instagram stories much with Vlogmas and with everything going on. And on top of that, I have Instagram stories and reels that are sponsored, like brand deals that are due like Monday or Tuesday. And I'd rather film those on my phone when I can. So anyway, feels like it's going to be so nice. So I need to pay this deductible, and then it's going to be delivered here today. And I cannot believe that it worked. You know what I mean? Like, don't you feel like you pay for these kinds of insurance things, and then when you actually go to use it and you file a claim, they're like, oh no, actually this doesn't count because XYZ, you know, the fine print. I can't believe it actually worked. So little PSA, if you are not buying or paying for device protection, you have Verizon. I'm sure they all have their own version. It might be worth it, even for that deductible, because anything can happen. Yesterday's Vlogmas was edited by me. Yeah, I edited Vlogmas, made me giggle. I also really enjoy picking out, like, if there's a montage, like Tyler was building the that like cabinet door thing yesterday, and so picking a song for that is always fun. So I was excited to do that too, a very Christmassy song, which you've most likely already seen because it was yesterday. So I'm gonna go downstairs and maybe grab a little bit of lunch. We got a second notice in the mail to pay a toll from quite a while ago. That, you know, like you drive through tolls and now I'm not talking to you, ma'am. You know, you drive through tolls and now they just like invoice you. Well, that invoice, usually, you know, you get it and then you're like, oh yeah, I got to pay that. And then it just gets moved down the paper stack. So I need to pay it like in the next few days before we get like a little $10 fee or whatever. So I'm going to go take care of that as well while it is on my mind. I will say though, it is kind of nice because it's nice that you can just pay it online. And it's really fast. Like you just look it up by the invoice number. I remember the days back when I used to live in Chicago, and if I were driving to or from, which I didn't have a car, so that was pretty rare, but like whether maybe I'd be with my parents or a friend, whatever, those tolls, I feel like back then it was like you kind of had to have cash. They had a card line. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but I remember the credit card line was always backed up, and we didn't do the drive enough to have like an actual like whatever that pass would be for that state, you know? So anyway, I will say I do like this method better, even though it's annoying when I forget about it, but it's nice that you can like quickly pay it online. Alrighty, lunch today. These are so good. You get them I think you can get them at a regular grocery store, but we'll usually get a bulk pack at Costco, and it's really, really tasty. I'll usually have maybe some tortilla chips on the side. You could totally eat it as it is. I've also taken the ingredients and put it on a tortilla, you know what I mean? Or burrito, like make a burrito out of it. So lots of options, but pretty darn tasty for something that is frozen. I feel like if I were still teaching, this is 100% something I would bring for lunch probably once a week. So if you need any quick lunch ideas, this one's pretty good. Okay, I've been watching Christmas Vacation in fits and starts for the past like week. I'll watch like 5 minutes here and there. I just got to the part where the dog gets into the trash and they have to clean it all up. Sounds familiar. Just squeeze in a quick workout. I'm really proud of myself. It was only below. It was like a 20-minute with like 8-pound dumbbells workout. Mostly arm. It was like arm and abs, but it was really arm. But it was all standing, which is nice when you're not. Like for me, if I'm not really in the mood to work out, doing something where I'm not having to do like push-ups and those kinds of things that are like, you got to really commit. You got to really be like in the mood. So it was perfect. It was still, I'm obviously out of breath. It was still a really good workout and it was quick, but I didn't really, like I just listened to Taylor Swift music and did it. It was great. So it was a YouTube video. I'll link it below.
Good afternoon. It is almost 2. I'm eating a late lunch now. I've been, should we all say it together? swamped all day. Anyway, so I haven't vlogged much. I feel like I'm just on a loop. I'm just living Groundhog's Day over and over again. I'm just saying the same things to you over and over. Anyway, I'm going to have a little bit of a late lunch, and then I've got a few things to try and get done around the house here, and then I got a shower, and I don't know if Jessica's talked about what we're doing this evening, but we're going to see one of my all-time top 2 or 3 favorite musicians of all time, Jon McLaughlin. I talked about him a lot last year, so I won't go into it this year, but we're seeing him in a concert again tonight. Very, very excited for that. So going to be a very busy day, but it's been a very fun day, and this evening is going to be awesome.
Well, I'm back at the store. Oh my gosh, you guys are probably like, do they just go to the store every day? Or there's one thing we need, and I figured I probably wouldn't find it at Meijer. It's a very specific thing that I know Target has. So I was like, well, I'll just go today. So I'm going to try to be in and out quickly. We'll see. We'll just see. First things first, we needed some more whole bean coffee, some lighter roast. We've had a dark roast the past few weeks, and we're both like, it's like very dark. We love coffee, but anyway, so we're getting some lighter roast for a bit. I think I've tried this one. I don't think I've tried this one from Target. Okay, I have to give it up to Target. They have so many options for like finger foods. This is what I'm getting right here. So good. So Tyler's the game master. So I said, what do we need for the games that we're going to play at our get together tomorrow? And he said some dry erase boards, some fresh dry erase markers and erasers, and then I don't know what we're playing exactly, but he wanted like big markers. So honestly, these I'm getting because they make me think of teaching. I loved those. Even as a kid, I loved them. Got our quiche, got some cups. I think we're good. I think I was legitimately in and out of there in like 30 minutes. Go me!
Okay, the first thing on my docket here is to clean this couch because a couple days ago it was rainy and muddy and Pinocchio ran outside and then decided to run right in here and get his muddy paws all over this couch. So I got to take these slipcover things off the cushions and I'm going to go wash them.
So I wanted to also say that Target had normal width parchment paper. So I'll be able to fit it in my little thing over here. And then as you saw yesterday, I was out of wax paper. This is where I keep those. And so it's nice to have them fit in there. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. I think the last time I bought parchment paper and wax paper was probably when we moved into this house. Like we do not go through it because I really use it pretty sparingly. We try to use like the reusable silicone mats and things like that. Beeswax wrap we use, but it's nice to have when you need it. So anyway, very excited to have all of those full again. And I can't believe I finally found the parchment paper that fits. Thank you. How'd that come off? Okay, so we are decorating the tree here finally. And it's looking so pretty. And we got our ornaments from the craft store the other day. My favorites are these much bigger sparkly baubles. Those are making me so happy. It sounds like Tyler's home. Wow. Looking so pretty.
Today, yesterday.
All right, we're
Not appropriate for the setting we're in, actually.
we're seeing Jon McLaughlin, my absolute favorite. Like I said earlier today.
You say that about Elton John and Billy Joel?
Yes, but who else?
And Jon McLaughlin.
And Garth Brooks.
And Garth Brooks.
It's Elton John.
How dare.
Billy Joel, Garth Brooks, and probably Jon McLaughlin. Like it's probably in that order. Elton John is number 1. Jon McLaughlin is number 4.
I think Jon McLaughlin would see this and be like, okay, right?
That should be a indicator of how much I like Jon McLaughlin. I was listening to his stuff today. I'm like, he's just so good. Like he can play, sing, write.
He can do it all, baby.
It's just
I don't know if he can dance.
We have one person to thank for this. Do you want to know who it is? Funko Jason.
Happy birthday, brother.
This is my birthday present 6 months ago.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Jason got me this for my birthday.
Yep.
Very excited. But you've never been here before, right?
I've never been here, yeah.
This is like one of the
Premier.
amazing location for concerts. And
Because I think I've seen his Jon McLaughlin. I think because I didn't go last year when you guys went.
So Jason, I'm curious because I talked about this earlier today. There was a moment, 2003, 2002. Who did we go see in a concert? Do you remember?
Like when we saw Jon McLaughlin
For the first time.
It's Paolo Nutini.
He opened for him.
Yeah.
And I will never forget. I just talked about this earlier today. I said, you and I looked at each other and were like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
He's
just comes
so
out and
good.
he's just like,
Just wails on the piano and just sings, and he's just incredible. But I was like, I will never forget that moment. You and I both looked at each other. We're like,
yeah.
what just happened?
Yeah.
That was so good.
Were you at that concert too?
No, this
No,
is
it was just you and I.
It's just you and me.
Yeah.
But it had to, if it was,
I was like 13.
Yeah.
Right.
so you were driving, no?
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
driving and
Yeah.
you took me, and yeah, we just lost it
You're probably
over it.
I remember that year. I don't know if it was for Christmas or something. Like, I went to Walmart and I found the last copy of the Jon McLaughlin Indiana CD. You went like the next day and they were like, they were all out. And I was like, yeah, that's because I got the last one.
I don't remember that. That's awesome.
Hey guys, Tyler and Jason Braun here.
I'm Jason. This is Tyler.
I'm Jason. This is Tyler.
Wait.
So
We
we're
got
here
hats?
with at the Jon McLaughlin concert.
I have.
Guess would have never guessed.
We have shirts.
We have
Tyler's is not
shirts.
on.
We have shirts. We have mugs. We have hats.
Yeah, and,
15 years in the making here.
Gonna make some latte art with this. Either you get it or you don't.